Hello, I am so excited about this show because I have so much admiration for Gabby and Cathy and entirely the whole family. And I got to meet Gabby about 2 years ago when I had my own stroke, I think. And when I met her, she had a wonderful present about her. And she struck me as a person that wouldn't quit, wouldn't give up, wouldn't lay down. She was just a fighter. And I knew when I met Cathy, she was a strong willed woman. That's saying it lightly. She was. She would fight for her daughter, and her entire family is, I respect so much. For without further ado, June 5th, 2016, 11:30 a.m. Their life took a departure from their normal life. So I'm going to welcome Gabby and Cathy. All right. Hey, how you doing? I am so glad that you're on the show. How's it going, Cathy and Gabby?
Good. We're doing really well.
Good.
Happy to be a little nervous.
I get nervous every time I do this show. I don't know why, but I do every time I do the show.
Maybe excited.
Yeah, probably. So how would you describe your daughter before her accident? Tell me about it.
Well, Gabrielle's amazing. She always has been. Prior to her accident, she worked construction with her dad. I got pictures of her on top of roofs doing shingling. She did cement work. She did all of that. She was
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's
really no way.
She likes fire. She loves the horses. When she had her accident,
look, who's saying hi? Look, hi guys.
Carla.
Hi, Carla.
Yeah. No. So when she had her accident, and I was in the ER waiting to hear about her. They sent a chaplain in to talk to me, and he asked me that same question. And I said, well, my daughter is a nerd in the very best sense of the word. She loves board games. She loves Star Wars. She loves Star Trek. She loves sci-fi stuff.
You would fit right in with my family. Listen, we have so many board games. We have board game wars, and my son Chris and Kobe go at it. They're not competitive, and they love Star Wars. Any sci-fi, any.
Yeah. Gabrielle loves Harry Potter. Harry Potter Monopoly doesn't actually exist, but somebody created a picture of the board, and Tom and I made that for her for Christmas one year.
No way.
Yeah, so
that's amazing. So many people are tuning in to see you, Gabby. Say hi.
Hi.
And Danae likes Star Wars too. Star Wars. May the street be with you.
Yeah.
So tell me about the fight for your life? I know it's been a long road to hoe. Tell me about it. And Gabbie or Cathy?
No, we don't remember much at the beginning.
No, not at all.
Yeah. She was, yeah, you were taking off all your stuff. That's probably about the first thing you remember when we were at Madonna. But she was really, really hurt. There was actually 2 cars and 4 people in her accident. Gabrielle's Gabrielle's the only one that really got hurt. Other than bumps, bruises, and some cracked teeth. That was the worst anybody else had. It was a husband-wife driving a half-ton pickup that hit her. They were doing 55 and accelerating. They ran a stop sign on a gravel road about a mile from our house, and we live about 10 miles from town. So it took a little bit for the ambulance to get to her, and then they couldn't get her intubated because she had her jaw clenched and was vomiting.
Did they have to cut her out?
Yep, they used the jaws of life to get her out. The car was actually pushed because she was in a little Pontiac Grand Prix, so a little car. And she was pushed through the intersection. She was a passenger. And the car hit a power pole then in the ditch. That picture actually is kind of at the end of...
Really?
Yeah, that's the second skull flap surgery. Yep. We drove back from Nebraska to Sioux Falls, South Dakota twice to get her skull flaps replaced. She had both halves of her skull removed. And then had to wear a helmet.
Burned the helmet.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
She did not like the helmet. But yeah, we talked about some of the first things she remembered, and she would undo everything. She had a trach and the helmet, and she had braces on her arms, and to keep her on her right arm to keep her hand open so she didn't clench her fist and get stuck that way. And some of the first things she remembers is disassembling all of that and trying to take it off and trying to get out of her wheelchair and stand, which she couldn't do.
No.
Yeah.
Gabbie, somebody loves your laugh like I do. Mike Peters says he loves your laugh. Oh, look who's in the house. Watch. Kayla Frederick. Hey, Kayla. How you doing?
Yeah, so she was in surgery for almost 5 hours after her accident. They wouldn't let me see her. I begged in the ER to be able to see her. And then when they told me no and left me alone in the room, I snuck out of there and was in the back hallways in the ER in Sanford trying to find her.
What was going through your mind, Cathy? I know you wanted to see your daughter, but
I just begged. I said, please just let me lay eyes on her. I'll be okay if I can just lay eyes on her. And they told me no. When they put me in that little room in the ER, I was, all I could think of was nothing good ever happens in these little rooms. Nobody ever gets good news in one of these little rooms. I worked at a hospital for 18 years up till Gabrielle's accident. I wasn't a nurse. I did secretarial work for the nursing staff and then worked in central scheduling. And it was a little hospital, so they were like my family, and that's the hospital that Gabrielle was taken to. And the nurses had known my girls since they were little. I started working there when my youngest was 7 months old. And they didn't know who she was until they found her ID, or somebody else got there. I don't know. And I wasn't close enough. They called the helicopter from the accident scene. to meet them at the hospital. And I called my mom and my niece who lived in Wyndham, and I said, "Can you please go to the hospital?" Hi, Aunt Sue. That's my sister.
I know.
We look a little alike. We sound a little alike.
Well, that's okay. But
Yeah. I
tell
sent
me
my mom and my niece to the hospital because I told them I wanted them to tell Gabrielle that I loved her because, we didn't know if she was going to make it, and I didn't want her to leave Wyndham without somebody there to tell her that. And my niece sat at the foot of her bed and held on to her big toe.
I bet that drive over there was the longest drive you ever met in your life, right?
Yeah, my nephew and his wife actually took me. They wouldn't let me drive. I would have, but it's 90 miles from here to where they flew her to.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure they stretched it. It was probably double that day at least. It was tough.
I have followed your family, and the family support you received, Gabby, and your family. What's this picture?
Me and my sister,
What's her name?
Angela. Yes.
Angela. Good.
Yes.
And how important was the support you received from your family, Gabby? And I'm sure it meant a lot to you.
Me and my family are tight.
Me too. That's so amazing. Tight. I was waiting for that word. You couldn't have picked a better word. So tight. So, how was the process of going through the hospital, physical therapy? I know you did so much work. So, talk about that. When you finally realized that she was going to make it, when you got through that initial phase, it became all about recovery. What can we do to get it better? So
Right.
you started this long journey, and so tell me about that.
The Sanford Hospital ICU, we also had palliative care on board, which doesn't always mean end of life. It's mostly just trying to do what is best for Gabrielle. We did have a conversation when they first told us about her stroke, because she had a stroke about 5 days after her accident. That's why she was aphasia.
5 days later.
Yeah, yes, it was about 5. We are guessing. We couldn't do an MRI because of the magnet, because she had a metal probe in her brain monitoring her intracranial pressure. So they couldn't do the MRI. So when they finally got to do the MRI, which was about a week after her accident, when they did that and discovered how much damage there was from the stroke, they actually told us her prognosis was very grim, and that she had very little chance of any meaningful recovery.
Wow.
That she would never be able to talk, that she would never understand what we said to her, that her right and left halves of her body probably would not be able to communicate because of the injury to the corpus callosum, which is the highway between your hemispheres of your brain. So they said, for instance, if she had a pin in her right hand and a cap in the left, she wouldn't be able to put the cap on the pin because her brain wouldn't communicate that way. that she would probably never live without some sort of assistive device, a feeding tube, breathing. So her dad and I actually had a conversation in the hospital, in the hotel that night, about whether or not we were going to pull life support from our daughter. And her dad said to her, I need a sign. I need you to give me a sign if you're going to fight. Leaned over, because we couldn't be in the room with her. Every time we would come in the room with her, her blood pressure would go up, her intracranial pressure would go up, her heart rate would go up. So we would come in and just whisper in her ear that we were there, that we loved her. We would pet her left arm because we could touch from her elbow to her hand. That was it. That was our spot. And then back to the waiting room and sit. We didn't sit in the room with her for probably 2 weeks almost. We were just in and out of the room because I think she knew we were there, and she wanted. Gabrielle was a big talker before that. Gabby is a
way,
very
Gabby. You were a big talker.
Yeah. Her Aunt Sue used to tell her, it's my turn with the talking stick. You are sucking all the oxygen out of the room.
Hey, somebody is saying hi to you from London, Alexandra. She's going to be on my show next week. She said, hi, Gabby and Cathy. So I just wanted to.
Hi.
Hello. So she, when she was a big talker, she big storyteller, jokester?
Yeah, she liked her. She's pretty bossy. She's still pretty bossy.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, what do your sisters call you?
Bossy big sister.
Yeah.
No way. Bossy big sister. We met at the Aphasia clinic in St. Pete. Do you remember when we met?
Yep.
It was amazing. I met Kayla at the same time, and it was so good. And I got to attend Kayla's graduation. And what did you think about the speech therapy and aphasia? Did it help the aphasia clinic? Did it help you?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
I still think of Angela and Michelle and Sarah. They helped me so much.
Yeah, it was one of the best choices we made. It was, tough to be away again from home because
I know.
After Gabrielle's accident, we were gone about 11 months before she got to come home after her accident. So to be gone again for just 2 months.
Take a step back. How many months?
11. She was in the hospital for 37 days. And then she was in Madonna Rehabilitation Hospital in Lincoln, Nebraska for 4 months. And then we went to QLI in Omaha, Quality Living Incorporated, which is a very specialized rehab facility for stroke and spinal cord injury. It's an amazing place too.
Yes.
Gabrielle was there for 6 months.
Yeah.
So her accident was June 5th of 2016, and we came home May 10th of 2017.
Wow.
So
it's a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah.
And did you, when you said that your husband asked for a sign, what was the sign? I interrupted you. What was the sign?
I don't know if it was a sign as much as it was just a vibe. We just, one of the doctors said to us, we had been doing the full court press up to that point. Don't give up now. And we didn't. And I'm a Christian, and I believe in the power of prayer. And a friend of ours who used to be the minister at our church drove down from the Twin Cities, which was about a 5-hour drive, just to pray with us. And he asked me what I wanted to pray for. And I said, I wanted to pray for independence for Gabby. And whether that meant independence here in earth with us or in heaven, I didn't want her to not be able to be independent. And he asked me if I was, ready to pray, because what if the choice was independence in heaven? And I said, well, God never promised that I'd get to keep her forever, but I did promise to be her best advocate while she was here.
Wow.
So that was what we prayed for from day one, was independence.
You certainly answered that bell, didn't you? You come so far. Hey, Jerry, good to see you. Listen, Sue's I don't think she ever took a breath when she was talking. They're killing on you, Gabby.
Gabby and Aunt Sue have been thick as thieves since Gabrielle was just a little person. Yeah, Sue corrupted her with coffee probably at the age of 3.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
Me too. I often said my mom put red pepper in my baby bottle, and that's why I'm like I am.
Yeah.
So 11 months before you went to speech therapy and aphasia, right? And St. Pete. What was that process? What's that? A strength machine? Tell me about that.
It's called Armeo.
You can do it.
Armeo. Help to regain strength.
Oh, so you worked that to regain your strength in your arm.
And her move. It basically takes away all the resistance, and it's a video game. So it's like a joystick, and she's looking at a TV screen. I think you were probably shooting pirates off of a ship. That was one of the games that we played.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. They had that at both Madonna and at QLI.
Yep.
She were used at both places.
Obviously, you had great care.
Yeah.
In physical therapy, you were blessed, right?
Yes.
To get great care. What's this?
I wanted to ride, but can't get it. Can't get it tossing.
I got it. How much did you want to ride? It was important to you that you ride again?
Yes.
How long, how many years ago did you start riding?
Before I was born.
Well, basically, yes. Before you could walk, I had you on a horse.
Yep.
Kayla said she loved that thing, that strength machine.
Yeah. Well, as a
So,
nurse who loves video games, it was kind of fun for her, I
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
that's good. Anything that affects your mindset in a positive way is so good because your mind can play games with you. Uh, I didn't have the physical elements, but as a speaker, I couldn't talk and I would sit there and wonder everything the doctor told me. I was not supposed to speak again, not supposed to write again, not supposed to read again. And you were told the same thing. And uh, we persevered, didn't
Yep.
we?
Yep.
You know? So Laura Messner said hello, and she sings every Friday for us, and she does a good job. And happy she could join the show. So tell me, when you wanted to ride, did you believe that you would ever ride your actual horse again?
Yes.
You were
Good.
pretty determined to make that a reality.
Yes.
That's your horse?
Yes.
What's
Chico.
his name? Chico?
Chico.
Oh.
Yes. Uh,
So, how long have you had that horse, by the way?
from a baby.
Really?
Yep.
So, looks like a pretty nice horse to me. You love him?
Yes.
Okay. Now, have you heard the quadriciser robotic therapy system? Look it up. I've never heard about it, but I'm going to look it up. So, thanks, Jerry. Um, tell me about the helmet burning.
um,
How important was it to burn that helmet?
really,
Did you love your helmet?
no, not at all. Throw it away, burn it.
It was annoying you.
Yes.
She also threatened to burn the wheelchair, but that didn't belong to us, so we
Yeah.
she did not burn the wheelchair.
Uh,
Fine.
I've let me see. Can you hear? I think I lost my feed. Hold on.
I can see you.
Okay. I can't see you, but okay. I'm back. Um, ooh, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He just disappeared. So.
Yeah.
Wait, what was going on? I'll move that arm for just a minute. How's that sound?
Yes.
Technical difficulties. What do you think, Stella?
Oh.
Hey, can you hear me? Hey.
Yeah, there you are.
Oh, it just went away. I don't know. Who knows? We're back.
Let's take a little break.
It's a commercial. You should have
It's a
inserted.
commercial for what are we advertising?
There you go.
So I think somebody showed up for, if I can find the picture, I was really intrigued by this. Somebody showed up to the helmet burning. Tell me about that.
You know who those people are?
Wyndham firefighters
Oh,
and
ambulance.
so the two AMTs, and that's all volunteer in Wyndham. Wyndham is a town of about 5,000 people. And so their fire and ambulance are all volunteer. And the two EMTs that picked Gabrielle up are to her left in that picture. I think they were both in the back of the ambulance with her. I'm not sure who was driving the ambulance. I worked with the young guy that's in that picture. His wife worked with me at the hospital. And the thing about small town ambulances that, you know, some people may not realize is probably about 90% of the people they pick up and transport are people they know.
Yes.
So, you know, it's a small community. Like I said, I worked at the hospital for 18 years. So I knew these people, and I knew the people that picked her up, and I knew the people that were taking care of her in the ER. And, you know, it was basically my family. I spent a lot of time at work. I worked full time. So the one nurse that took care of Gabrielle is a very good friend of mine. Her name is Wendy. And she said that she just had to pretend it was somebody else's baby so she could take care of her. And yeah, somebody wants you to tell the helmet story.
So why did you hate it so much?
Was it comfortable?
No, not at all.
Was it cool and had lots of ventilation?
No, not at all. It's itchy and
not cute.
Not cute. And
you're cute.
We did bedazzle it a little bit, put a vinyl crown on it, and put some jewels on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did not like her helmet. No. It was off every opportunity she could.
Yes.
But anytime she was sitting up or out of bed, she was supposed to have it on.
Really?
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Because she was missing big chunks on both sides of her head.
Yeah.
How many people were at the helmet burning?
Oh,
lots of people.
Yeah, probably 40 or 50.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. we didn't get to have that till September. After we came home in May, and we had that in September.
Yep.
And we had a big old fire. She burned her helmet and her arm brace and her leg brace.
Yep.
Burned it all.
And not the wheelchair.
Not the wheelchair, because that belonged to QLI, and I don't think they wanted us to burn their wheelchair.
Yeah. That.
So
Jerry said that we sweat in the helmets. So you sweat in the helmet?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
not good.
No.
No. You
I asked
know.
her to keep it for a candy dish or a flower pot or something. And
Nope. Burned it.
Yep.
I think you made it clear. Just burn it. Burn it, burn it, burn it. What's been the most amazing thing from your perspective, Cathy, about Gabby's determination, grit, and just if you had to look back, what would you say about your daughter just fighting the way she's fought?
Well, like I said before, she's always been amazing. But she was never in a bad mood. She was always willing to try whatever they wanted her to try. She just worked really hard. She just, and was never grouchy. We had a little bit of time, and I think it was when she first kind of really started to come out of her coma that she, I think she realized at that point how, like where she was at physically a little bit. And that was at Madonna, and she would sit and rest her head all the time. And I remember grabbing her arm and telling her, you have to fight. Nobody can do this for you. You have to. But I think that was the only time we ever had much for depression or anything. She, other than that, she just cried for me one time about what she can't do. And what do we tell you? The power of
Will.
Yet. I can't do it
Yet.
I can't do it yet.
Yeah.
I can't do it
power of yet.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yep.
For you, I want to say something to you. Thanks for inspiring so many people. It inspired me a lot. And when I met you, I said to myself, I don't have anything to regret. She's been through so much more than I have. And I don't have I just need to do everything I can to get better, because if you could do it, I could do it, because you had so much more to go through than me. And I'm just proud of you. And you have inspired a lot of people. So thank you, Gabby, for doing the work that you did. And thank you for being so so much fun. And I'm going to ask you, what's this? What's that?
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper. So, Star Wars fan, right?
Yeah, Star Trek.
Star Trek.
I can't make the sign. I don't. Okay. Okay. I'm not getting. Wait. I had to hold it. I need to practice. No. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, I can't do it. No, I can't yet. I have to do. Oh, I have an assist. No, two hands. That's not right. Not right. Two hands. Huh.
Yeah, we would tell Gabrielle to wave, when people were leaving, wave bye, because this is before she would talk. She didn't talk for 86 days after her accident. And she wouldn't wave, but she would give the Vulcan sign for live long and prosper. That was.
Yeah, Kayla said, strong, fierce, don't quit. That is my motto. And your motto is live long and prosper. So,
Yep.
two girls that I respect so much, Kayla and Gabby. Lauren Bowe said, very inspiring, very inspiring. And listen, you are hilarious, Carla said. We have to all get together. What about beach vacation? Come see me, and you have a place to stay, and I'll cook. I'm a good cook, really good.
Yeah, we see the pictures.
Yeah.
Every time I post a picture, you and Carla said that's not nice. You're making me hungry.
Right?
So funny. So
Tom's been making us your bourbon glazed pork chops, though, so
how was it?
delicious.
It's, hey, listen, that's my good friend Jeanie, and she said, love Gabby's laugh. I do too. I love Gabby's laugh. Oh, by the way, Kayla says, I'm in. Come to my house with you, and we're going to have a party.
Well, that would be good.
Okay. Someday we have to do that. The thing I was thinking about, what advice would you give, Cathy, as a caregiver looking back? What was the main thing you learned? Prayer, obviously.
Yeah, I'm not judging anybody. I just have no idea how anyone would make it through without faith. Because some days it was, so hard. Tom and I just, it was everything we could do just to put one foot in front of the other and remember to breathe in and out. And take care of yourself. Make sure you get sleep. Sleep is vital. Everything is worse when you're tired.
That's great advice.
I don't beat yourself up. I actually had more trouble probably about 5 or 6 months after Gabrielle's accident. PTSD is a real thing for us too. I had horrible nightmares. Always with Gabrielle. Usually wasn't a car accident, but something had happened to her. And I was to the point where I was afraid to go to sleep.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was, and I knew she was okay when I was awake. So,
there's an old saying, the demons come at night.
Yeah, for sure. I hated waking up in the middle of the night. If I woke up in the middle of the night, I was up. So sleep is vital. We were pretty cool with if it wasn't going to harm Gabrielle, we were all in to try it. We've tried everything. We've tried essential oils. We've tried vitamins. We've tried other supplements. We have tried many different kinds of therapy. We've tried acupuncture. We've, don't be afraid to try it. And her physical therapist, occupational therapist, speech therapist, they were all amazing. But I did tell them one time that I was never going to ask them how far they thought Gabrielle was going to go, how far her recovery was going to go. And it wasn't because I didn't respect their opinions. It was because I didn't want those preconceived notions in my head.
Exactly. Everybody needs to hear that, because when you have your hope taken away, when they said you're going to plateau, or you're not going to learn any of these things 6 months out or a year out, they rob all your hope. And mindset is so important to everything.
And I thought, you don't know my daughter. You only know this version of her. You don't know the whole version of her. And there was no way I was letting anybody put that on her. So you have to be an advocate for them.
You have to be an advocate.
Yeah.
Hey, Gabby, do you remember that trip?
Yep.
That was actually before the Aphasia Center. We came to Florida. Gabrielle had never seen the ocean. And
Nope.
so I packed her up, and we came down with my sister Sue and my niece Jen, who is I have Jen and I have a Stacy, and they are my people. And my sister Sue. They just my whole family is just, we call ourselves the Hornet. The Hornets.
That's
because
the dog.
Yeah. He's having a dream.
That's okay.
If you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. And after Gabrielle's accident, her whole family was there. And all her cousins. They drove from Nebraska. Her one cousin even flew in from Alaska to be at the hospital with her. She has 3 of the very best friends. We should all be blessed to have friends like Gabrielle's. And I wish I would have remembered to include a picture of them. Hope and Anna and Allison. Allison lives in New Orleans now. Yeah, I knew you'd appreciate that.
Yes.
And Hope is here in Minnesota, and Anna is out in, I believe, Washington State. She's in the military. She's in the Air Force.
I can tell just you thinking about them makes you tear up.
Yeah, Hope was there in Sioux Falls every day but 2 the whole time, and she drove from Lakefield, so she drove 90 miles, 180 round trip to sit with Gabrielle or sit with us. And Allison was there quite a bit, and Anna was in the military, so she came when she could. But you don't have very many 20-something girls that are, I don't know if you can see that, honey, but you can sure try.
Try it.
Yeah.
Oh, we can see it. Let me hold it. I'm going to say, take this. Okay. Now you can see. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, yeah. Yay, friends. Friends are so important. You have a friend in me.
Yeah. You talk about, losing friends, and those girls just have stuck through this with her. And Allison sends her postcards quite often, and it's tough,
It's, having a stroke, having a horrible accident, losing your speech, and you have it all in here, and you have no way to get out. So it's hard. It's hard. You want to say, how many times did you want to say something and I couldn't? You couldn't. Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah.
People don't understand. It's hard.
And the conversation is moving quick, and nobody stops to let her participate. That's tough for her. She also has made some new friends.
Tell me about it.
Where do you go every Wednesday?
To the coffee shop.
Oh, the coffee
We have
shop.
a little bitty coffee shop in Jackson called the Coffee Nest.
Yes.
And Gabrielle has made friends with Becky, the lady who owns it.
Yep.
And then there's a bunch of women that get together there every Wednesday just to talk smart.
Yes.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
And sometimes there's not very many of them, and sometimes there's a lot.
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah.
Little, a lot. Who knows?
Yeah.
Gabby, you have such of effervescent personality. You just laugh and you make me happy, really good. And so one thing I wanted to know from Gabby. Gabby, what was the hardest part of your recovery? It was physical, speech, or what was the hardest part? Maintaining a positive attitude. What was it for you?
I can't read yet. Lots of books, little uh, can't process it.
I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I want to do? We were talking about this before the show. I want to get you and Kayla together on a Zoom call, and we're going to work on our speech. I think we would have fun. I'm a pretty funny guy for an old man. 63 years old. And I would love it if we could do that. It would be so much fun.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you want to try it? We'll get Kayla on, and maybe we can do it together. And it will be so much fun. Learning to process, I still have that difficulty because I can't read like I used to, and I work on it every day. And writing is so frustrating because I type and I type misspelled words all the time. So for me to type is more frustrating than me to talk because I just get it wrong, and I just have to keep working on it every single day.
Yeah, and another thing I want to add, you were asking me about the caregivers thing. Don't compare your journey to someone else's because everybody's journey is different. I mean, we've met some pretty, like Kayla and Carla, and Kayla's, better at some things and some other things she struggles with. And I have another really good friend of mine. Her name is Marla, and her son Alexander was in an accident. And he's better at some things than Gabrielle, and he struggles with different things than Gabrielle. And he's a young person; he's 30. He was, I think, 27 when his accident happened, and that was, you just can't. Everybody recovers at a different rate. Everybody's injury is different. Your recovery is going to look different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's journey is their own.
Yep.
Jonathan says, surrounding yourself with great people becomes so important when navigating through the recovery process.
Yeah.
And that's really important.
Yep. And making sure that who you're surrounded with is patient with you and doesn't get frustrated with you and gives you time, like with Gabrielle, just giving her time to say what she wants to say and letting her struggle because that's part of the relearning.
I think, Gabby, I think, Gabby, we should invent a patient pill that we can give to people that don't have aphasia. They can take it and become patient. We should do that.
It's hard because they want to help.
I know.
They want to help. That's
Yeah.
and you appreciate them very much, but it's important to give time to say or to work through the process on your own.
Yes.
Exactly. And that's what Carla said. She agreed with you. And it's so important that we have the time and people exert patience when we have we want to think about something to say, but they tend to guess.
Yes.
Yes.
And fill in the blanks. Stop.
Yes. Stop it.
Stop it.
The stop sign. Just,
No.
hold that stop sign up. Just
Don't make. I can't do it.
there's something else for you to practice when you get
I
up.
know. I've got to. I'm going to watch this again because Gabby has quite a story, and it's very inspirational. Thank you, Salute. Thanks for saying that. Closing comments for you two guys. I'm telling you, this has been remarkable. You touch my heart every day, and I'm so thankful for you and so thankful for Cathy. I want you to know that. I know when I was in the hospital, you prayed for me, and I nonstop. So did Carla and Kayla and Gabby. It means a lot to me. Prayer works.
Absolutely.
It works. And so anything that you want to say, Cathy or Gabby, it's your show. So I think what you said about the caregivers is so important. And the belief you displayed in your daughter and your daughter fighting so much, such determination, such a great attitude. I'm going to get off the show and go work on my attitude. I think Gabby has it going on, So take it away, Gabby and Carla.
Cathy. So
Sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. Carla is a good.
I know it's Cathy. I get aphasia.
And our situations are so similar.
I'm sorry.
And our kids are so similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense there. You can call me Carla. That's not a bad thing.
You know what just happened? The picture. Can you see me?
Yes. Are you gone again?
Yep. I'm back. Oh.
There you are. Nope. Lost him again. That's okay. Well, I guess we're out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hey.
Oh,
I'm back.
Are you there? I can hear you. There you are.
I'm back.
Hey.
Technical difficulties. But anyway, I really appreciate you. And Jeanie Goodman said, "Quilt telling our age." You're a year older than me, not a year younger. But anyway, I don't know. But closing comments. what would you like to say to everybody that tuned in?
Well, I just thanks for watching and listening to Gabrielle's story. She's pretty awesome, and so thankful she's still here. And
Me too.
yeah, it's you could get discouraged with the struggles, but we're so thankful that she's here that I'll take the struggle to the alternative for sure. And besides, we have a lot of fun together.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do. And well, it comes to the end of the show, and I wish I could talk forever. Sorry about the technical glitches. Where's your dog? I didn't see your dog.
Oh, she's been laying here the whole time.
Oh, what's her name?
Stella Luna.
Yeah, Stella. So until next week, be blessed and have a level 10 week. I always say that. And may the speech be with you, because you never know whether you're going to wake up and it's not. And so one thing I always say, you're going to say it with me. Okay.
Hope is on the way.
Hope is on the way. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Cathy. And bye for now. Wave.
Bye.
Stay on, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Thank you, guys.